Hello and welcome. Now like I said before, I'm stepping into some Age of Sigmar, hopefully going to Necromunda, some 30k, and some other companies such as Mantic and Raw Cradle. I've done some Wild West Exodus videos already, talking about the lore, and I'll hopefully be doing that with Kings of War. Anyway, so I want to talk about Age of Sigmar and 5 reasons why you should play it. Now, Age of Sigmar is the fantasy counterpart to Warhammer 40,000, and it takes place in the Mortal Realms. Here is what I believe are 5 good reasons to play it. Number 5 is probably the most contentious, the lore. I really like it, and in general, I'm not a fan of fantasy. Here's a confession, I've never finished reading Lord of the Rings. I find the book boring. I'm not even joking, I do try reading it at least once a year, but I find the book dull. I suppose I should hand in my geek card for that. And this is high fantasy with steampunk, weird science and dinosaurs. It's part weird, it's part fun, it's part dramatics, and then sometimes it's completely off the wall. And my enjoyment also goes to the end times too. It's not for everyone, I like it, and a good one I would suggest. If you're into Warhammer, is to also read the Blood Bowl Omnibus by Matt Forbeck. That is one of my favourite series of books. And I'm really enjoying some of the novels from Age of Sigmar 2, currently reading the Warcry series. So, number 4 is diversity of models, and it goes beyond that of most other fantasy games. I can only believe that Ultima and World of Warcraft come closest to how diverse Age of Sigmar is. Right, you have your human, elves, orcs, dwarves, named differently in AOS, but they're still your fantasy standard. Now, with Lovecraftian monsters, sex demons, and hulking rodent monstrosities. And there are so many races to choose from that I have barely scratched the surface with how many there are in the game, and they are a lot. I like it, it's great. Number 3 is the armies within armies. Now, I'm a huge fan of soup armies. I love armies that are varied and diverse. I don't care if I lose CP in 40k, damn, my army is going to look amazing and completely varied. And this is what I like here. So the fact you have 4 grand alliances, the Order, Chaos, Destruction and Death. Each alliance is made up of different armies and different factions themselves that you can field separately outside of its alliance. So you can have an army of Stormcast, or you could build an army of tree monsters and dinosaurs. That is how cool it is, and I love this. It's amazing. Number 2 is models look great, from a lowly throat slitter to the mighty Carnosaur. Most models, including many fantasy battle minis, look really good. They have great sculpts with character and personality. The Stormcast look noble and with pride, and the Poxwalker looks grimy and dirty. And you have a feeling if you touch a Poxwalker, you're going to be blessed by Nurgle soon, and I would not advise it. Plus, it's Nurgle, and there are many other models too I wanted to mention, such as the Carnosaur, because of course I have to mention dinosaurs within this paragraph. Anyway, finally is number 1, and this was the most important. It is fun to play. Okay, there is the argument going around. It is too simple, and what I think is nuts to that, or it could be complex. I don't care if it's hard, simple, or anywhere in between. If it was boring, it would not be worth playing. It is that simple. And then nothing else matters. It could have the best looking models, the best lore. If the game was boring and dull and uninteresting, it wouldn't be worth a rat's behind, or a dinosaur behind, because I haven't mentioned a dinosaur in this part either, but thankfully it isn't. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video on there's 5 reasons to play Age of Sigmar, and I think it's worth playing. It's great fun to play, and you can always have a nice choice what to use. I would personally, I'm using Cruel Boys because I got the Dominion box, and I prefer them to the Stormcast. That's just me though. They look different from most other orcs, and you have a big monster, which is always a seller for me. Always will be. If someone just says, has a box with a big monster and you're getting it, she was like, yeah, I'll get that, please, that's mine. And it's just me. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. As always, down below is links to my, because it's coming up to Christmas, I'm going to show my wares, the t-shirt and the comics, as well as Element Games. Have a great day, enjoy the hobby, and see you all soon.